Harry's wife. War. Across the ocean sits a malevolent being. It is intent on crushing its opponent. Each day, it must weave its tendrils around all that it encompasses. This entity must suck the fuel from those that it encounters, from the smallest child to the venerable of the seniors of society. It has no sense of guilt, no remorse. It knows not what it actually is. But each and every moment, it is a slave to the necessity of control. It cannot stand to be second best. It cannot tolerate being ignored. Criticism burns. This entity is prepared for war as it seeks to deal with its nemesis. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor, and of course, this entity of which I speak is Harry's wife, and it would appear that she is on a war footing. Why? Well, according to Closer magazine, it poses the question, will Harry's wife's memoir target the princess? Yes, I hear your collective groans at the possibility of Harry's wife unleashing on the world a memoir. But let me say this to you. With the same certainty that the sun rises in the east, and that at some point we're all going to shuffle off this mortal coil, Harry's wife will write that book. Why? She cannot but resist to do so. Governed by her narcissism, it is an opportunity for her to once again tell her truth, i.e., the narcissistic perspective. It is an opportunity for her to stretch her tendrils around individuals and bring them to heel, to slap down those who bark against her, to nullify those threats to control. A publication will enable her to draw fuel from so many reactions, and of course, her obsession with being able to tell the world how she sees it all, to propagate that facade as a residual benefit of being a decent person, to ensure that everybody understands that she is the victim, that she is the one that's hard done to. The more that people tell her, we're sick and tired of hearing about you, what she actually hears is this: tell us more and put us in our places so that we understand that you are the one that is hard done to. For every rejection of her moaning narrative, her whinging diatribe, there must then come the response from her of, you want more of my truth, don't you? You must understand that I am the victim, and that I am the victim as a consequence of the unpleasant behaviours of the nemesis. It is undoubtedly the case that Harry's wife will want to write a memoir because she feels entitled to do so. She will undoubtedly do one because there'll be those encouraging her, because she'll make money from it. And of course, with the interest that's shown around Spare, she will also believe that she's got what it takes and that she deserves to have her memoir. She's allowed Harry to test the water, and ultimately it's been favourable in the sense of it has made money, and it has allowed considerable discussion to take place of it. It's also assisted in demonstrating that she is with a numpty, and that she can use that against him, as and when the appropriate time arises. The fact is, it is irresistible to a narcissist such as Harry's wife to launch a memoir on the poor, unsuspecting world that has had its fill of her and the ginger puppet. But she will not spare anybody, pun intended. The slops of her delinquent mind, not at all. She will have to ensure that people hear each and every pulsating lie that is generated by her deluded mind to forge that victim narrative and to land, or at least attempt to do so, blow after blow upon the Princess of Wales. The Princess of Wales is a walking, talking reminder of what Harry's wife doesn't have. Prince William. She's a walking, talking reminder of what she does not have in terms of elegance, magnetism, empathy. Although she believes that she has those things, she is reminded of the superior version that has the title Princess of Wales, and this burns and scalds her, for it is a threat to her control. Closer sees that such a missive, by way of a memoir, will be utilised to this end to cause a problem. It writes, his tell-all spare continues to cause a stir across the globe, but Prince Harry is reportedly not the only member of his family desperate to tell the story. Rumours are swirling that his wife, Harry's wife, already a published author, with her children's book of the bench, is penning her own tell-all autobiography to settle old scores, with the Princess of Wales believed to be firmly in her sights. Allegedly contemplating getting entirely candid about her time in the royal limelight. What? You mean you haven't already told us absolutely fucking everything about it already? Goodness me. In her own memoir, a source revealed of the former Suits actress last week, Harry's wife fully intends to write this book and leave no stone unturned. It's just a question of timing and how long she wishes to hold out in order to preserve what's left of her and Harry's relationship with King Charles. The feeling at this point is there's little to lose, and she may as well go ahead. The process is already quietly underway. A Hollywood agent also weighed in on the likelihood of Harry's wife, who shares son Archie 3 and 1-year-old daughter Lilibet with husband of 4 years Harry 38, saying, I would find it surprising if Harry's wife didn't publish her own story, to be honest. Spare is clearly Prince Harry's chance to tell his, i.e. puppeted from her, but hers is equally compelling. While rumours were later reported to be untrue by other news outlets, our insiders insist that this is a decoy. The source says Harry's wife is denying that this is actively in the works, but the word has been out there for a while that it's very much in her thoughts and plans, even if she doesn't have a confirmed deal in place yet. It's quite sensitive as far as timing, since she wants to give Harry all the attention he and his own memoir deserves right now, i.e. hanging him out to dry, as explained in parts past him. It wouldn't make sense to announce her own memoir or publish until Spare has reached the end of its print run and selling cycle. Indeed, she doesn't want its presence to overshadow what she would do. Down the line, though, the feeling is that it's a slam dunk for Harry's wife to do this herself too. The interest from publishers definitely there, and it goes without saying that if and when it happens, she'll be just as forthright and hard-hitting as Harry has been, if not more. While Harry's book has given the public a blow-by-blow account of tedious beigeness, as told by his wife through him, it also contains scathing attacks on his family, particularly brother Prince William and Kate Middleton. And the source says that while Harry's wife's own story will of course start with her beginnings and career in the US, it will continue to build on her husband's narrative, which of course is her own narrative. The source says the expectation is for some explosive revelations. Of course, she'll detail her life story from beginning to end, from her upbringing in LA to making it on Suits, but then she'll focus a lot on her time in England and how it all went so horribly wrong with the royals. That would mean delving into the whole Fab Four situation. Kate in particular will be firmly in her sights, and Harry's wife will get stuck into all the bad treatment she said she received, while the then Cambridges were praised to the rooftops and given special treatment in the media. Naturally, of course, she will bring up the past, because when that comes up, it is a reminder of a subconscious threat to control that she cannot tolerate. There's growing dread now among the royals that Harry's wife and Harry are never going to stop with their attacks, and Kate and William are firmly in the target zone whenever they unleash these onslaughts. Obviously, the bridesmaid drama will be laid bare, again, and Harry's wife will want to destroy Kate's version of that. Kate and William are doing a good job of remaining stoic, but the longer the Sussexes are ignored, the more riled up they get. Indeed. It's a toxic situation. What started out as settling old scores has turned into a bitter revenge. It's likely they're unable to stop now, even if they wanted to. Well, they don't want to. She doesn't want to, because her narcissism will not let her. The point is that she will invariably write a memoir, deluded, full of lies, exhibiting her sense of entitlement, and her narcissism will cause it to be an attack against many people as an attempt to assert control over them, and of course it will naturally include the nemesis, Princess of Wales, and thus, in effect, Harry's wife will go to a war footing. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.